So I decided I was going to start the pregnancy diaries today. I'm somewhere in between 9.5 and 10.5 weeks. My cycle is very irregular, so it's hard to pinpoint where I am at the moment, but we see our consultant tonight and hopefully that's going to lock it down a little bit more, just based on the size of the baby. But I did have an early scan at 7 weeks and everything was fine, and there was a little heartbeat and everything, and all it could see was just this little piece of like mush that was like this big, but anyway, all was fine and that was good. So yeah, I found out on Christmas Eve that I was pregnant. Big surprise and a bit of a shock as well, but I'm still taking it all in. So far the symptoms have been easy on me, but I still feel pretty wretched. I'm tired all the time. The fatigue is something else. Oh my god. And I just get bad nausea rather than getting sick, and it comes in the morning and the evening. So I'm just trying to eat and snack as much as I can to keep that at bay. But yeah, like I'm just sitting outside work now waiting to go in, and I mean I am so unbelievably tired, and the hunger is off the charts. I'm just hungry all the time. I just need to eat all the time. I'm struggling to drink a lot of water as well. Like last week I went to brush my teeth and I nearly got sick in the sink. So I'm trying to flavour water to make it a little bit easier for me to drink, and I'm drinking room temperature water rather than cold water. And with that I can feel like there you go, there was a lovely wave of it. So I'm just sitting outside work now and I'm gonna go in, but yeah, this is the first one. It's somewhere in between 9.5 and 10.5 weeks, soon to be confirmed. My due date is sometime around the end of August into September, but again that has to get locked down after I have another scan later today. Hello, so it's week 11 weeks and 1 day actually, in fact. And I'm just at the airport. I'm in the Aer Lingus lounge. We are heading off to Spain for a little while, and we're looking forward to it. My mum, dad and my sister are coming with me today, and I have a couple of days later that my husband's coming out to me. It's weird, like the bump has started to show alright, and I was a little bit sick today. I think just because I'm a little bit nervous about travelling as well, but yeah, it's all a little bit heightened. I'm excited for a change of scenery for a week or so. I've got some work to do with me, or got some work with me to do rather, and hopefully take a little bit of a rest as well, because the tiredness is kind of real, which is for sure. But yeah, that's Saturday, 11 weeks and 1 day. Here I am on the plane, and of course I need to go to the toilet 100 times in a 2.5-hour flight. So afternoon naps are completely essential, and my house guest made me peppermint tea, which is great. So we're just having a little relax before we go out again, which is nice. But yes, peppermint tea's become my favourite thing ever. And so it says an afternoon nap.
Well, I don't think most of them do.
I've never stared so longingly in a glass of wine, and I'm not allowed to have one. How's your wine? How's your wine?
Sorry?
How's your wine?
Oh, it's lovely. Yeah.
The wrong answer.
Oh.
So today is the first day of week 12. So my first trimester is over. I survived the first 3 months. As you can see, I look an absolute state, because my dad has been unwell when we've been in Spain. So we had to get him to hospital, and it turned out he had pneumonia. He's making really good recovery, but it's been absolutely exhausting. Just minding my mum and making sure she's okay and not, she's obviously very worried, and making sure I'm looking after her as well, because dad's fine up in the hospital. They're taking incredible care of him. He's so much better than he was, and hopefully in the next day or two they'll let him home so he and mum can fly home, and I think that will make them feel so much better. But they need to make sure that that's obviously safe to do so for him. But yeah, it's been tiring. So the holiday I came on didn't really happen. My husband comes out this evening, which will be lovely, and I hope we get to kind of have some time together over the next few days before I go home on Tuesday. So it's only Friday, so still have lovely, a few nice days left. So we've booked to go out for lunch and things like that, so that I get some kind of a break, because this is really the only long break I'll have this year, because I don't think I'll be able to go away for longer than a couple of days for the rest of the year. So but so far I feel good today, like no sickness so far, which is good, although sometimes as soon as I say that, then I start to feel nauseous. But yeah, so that is today and the drama. So I'll try and kind of talk again later, because it's been a little remiss of me not to be doing this, because I promised myself I would document this whole thing, and obviously life and more important things kind of get in the way, and so I need to just focus on those, and I will, and then I can get back to normal service. Good morning from Malaga. So decided to come into the city for today's my last day here, and since I haven't really had a holiday, it's been a little bit of an odd one with my dad not being well, but he's so much better, and hopefully he can come home. We can get him discharged tomorrow, the day after, and then get them home. So I'm going home tomorrow because I have to mind the dog, but my husband is still here. But we're in Malaga for the day, which is just lovely, and just need to feel a bit normal after the last week. So today I am 12 weeks and 3 days. The baby is the size of a lime, according to the What Can I Expect app, which I find absolutely hilarious, the comparison of sizes. And I've started to feel a little bit better as well, so not as much nausea. Actually, more nausea in the evening, which is so kind of weird. But I feel nice today to be able to kind of be a little bit dressed up and have some makeup on, which is nice. So yeah, it's kind of fun doing these diaries actually, like, because I haven't told anybody yet. Well, I've told some very, very, very small group of people, because I still have to have the harmony test on Wednesday, which will check for any abnormalities and everything. And I feel like once we've done that, I'll feel more comfortable talking about it. So I feel like these diaries are kind of like the secret diaries for now, which is kind of fun. But yeah, it's weird when you're talking and you're talking as if everyone knows, but they don't know, which is hilarious. So I'm gonna have a nice day here, and I'll vlog a little bit more over the day. Hello. My hair and makeup is done, and it makes me feel like I am a bit of a new person. I'm going to an event today with Mulberry, which is really nice because I love Mulberry. And I put on a dress today because I've had this dress for a really long time. It's from Warehouse, and it is so comfortable, but it's also going to be very maternity friendly. And I hadn't really realized that some of the things that I actually have will be fine for me to wear, and I'll feel comfortable. And this one is lovely and stretchy. I'll put my phone down so you can actually like see how I'm developing. Okay. Look. See, like super, super tiny, but like getting there. But this dress is going to be great because it kind of catches in the right place, and it's really stretchy, and it's just so comfortable as well. So here, I'll go this side so you can kind of see just super, super tiny. I'm 13 weeks tomorrow. So I guess I hadn't noticed it that much because I've always been in tops and trousers for the last while. So I haven't really noticed the shape of my body changing that much. But in this, I really, really notice it. Like, you see, look, and I'll come a bit closer. Look, teeny, 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 teeny. But also a lot of it has to do with how I go to the toilet as well. Sorry for that being too much information, but I feel like I'm kind of sharing here about what's going on with my body. So yeah, that's part of it too. I've been in front of my laptop pretty much all day, except for the event I went to for an hour and a half. And I find I'm so much more prone to headaches at the moment as well. And then staring at the laptop for hours is not helping. So I'm trying to drink more water, which I should anyway, to keep myself hydrated. And when I drink water, this is going to sound so strange, water is actually kind of sparking or encouraging my nausea a little bit. So sparkling water seems to be better than tap water. When I drink really cold tap water, it's just not a good mix. So room temperature sparkling water is what I'm drinking. It's an expensive habit, but it is helping. But today I just cannot get rid of this like tension that's here, because I'm just editing stuff for one of my clients, and I have to concentrate so hard, and then it's tiny stuff when you're editing images and videos as well. And even though I'm wearing my glasses the whole time, it's just not good. And then when you have a headache, then that makes your nausea worse. So it's a little bit of a vicious cycle. Now I will say, like, I don't have it that bad, but the days that I don't feel as good as others, it's tough going. It's tough going. And I feel really, really tired today. Really tired. So I'm just taking a break now. I have a lot to get done, because when you work for yourself, when you take time off, you've got to make up for that time. So I had 2 days off this week, even though the holiday wasn't a holiday. But anyway, so Monday and Tuesday, I wasn't working. So I'm trying to fit 5 days work into Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, which is tough going. And anyone who works for themselves will know that. And I'm finding that a little bit hard today. So I think I'll have to do some hours at the weekend, just so that I'm not making myself exhausted from putting myself under too much pressure this week. Today is the first day of week 13. I'm really hoping but within the next few weeks, the nausea and the extreme tiredness will start to ease a bit. I was working today. I went to an event this morning with Charlotte Tilbury, which was absolutely lovely. And then I had a few work bits to do, and I came home and I was just wiped out with tiredness. It has just hit me like I was running into a wall. And I've tried to kind of snooze and have a little bit. Someone here that was very happily asleep beside me. But God, I am just wrecked today. And the tiredness had kind of subsided a little bit. But today it's just wrecking me. Like, I can't stop yawning. I probably need to drink an awful lot more water as well. I'm definitely not drinking enough water. It's so hard to drink 1.5 liters of water every day. And I know that's something that, you know, a lot of people do on a regular day. But on a regular day, I'd have maybe 750 mils. And if I'm in the gym, obviously I drink a little bit more than that. But I find it so hard to drink water. And I think I was explaining how water actually made me feel a bit nauseous. But I'm just going to have to find a way to stay as hydrated as possible, and hopefully then it'll help with the feeling wrecked all the time. But it is Friday. I'm going to take it handy for the weekend, just do some housework. I have so much washing to do, so I want to make sure I have all of that done before next week, and then next week have a really, really productive working week. Yeah. Hello, I'm in my favourite place, the car, where I spent an awful lot of time. It is week 13 and 3 days, I think. And I'm in a pair of trousers that I definitely can no longer wear. They are so tight, and when I put them on this morning, I thought, yeah, they'll be okay. No, they're not. They're definitely not working. So I think what I'm going to do this evening is go through all of my trousers to see what is fitting and what isn't. And what is definitely too tight now will have to go away for the foreseeable future until I get back to this size, maybe a little bit less after the baby is born. So that's going to be a fun thing, because I've got about 45 pairs of trousers to try on. But I'd rather have ones that I know fit now, or a little bit roomy, so they will continue to fit me for the next little while anyway, and before I venture into the world of maternity jeans and leggings. I did buy a pair of jeggings yesterday in Marks and Spencer's that I thought were kind of nice. So I'm going to see if they work out, and if they're comfortable, I'm 100% going to get some more of them, because they were €25 and the quality is really good. So we'll see how they work out. I'm going to go home now, have some lunch, do some emails. I'm doing a really nice collaboration with Very for St. Patrick's Day on how you can wear green. I'm really excited to do it because I've picked out some really nice pieces. And that's it for today. Well, maybe not. I'm going to the gym later. I'm going back to working out after 2 weeks off. After my holiday, and then last week I was just too tired, so back to the gym this evening. So I'll film some workout stuff. On the red light goes on, yeah. Okay. And when you turn that off,
I'm such a you think I'm so much better at technology, but I'm so shit. I can only work on iPhone.
You're recording yourself now. I'll put that in though.
I swear, I can only work apple things. Right, how is the leg?
Fine.
Good.
We're having cramping issues. Cramping. Other
The joys of
trimester.
which week?
Week 13.
Wow.
I know, look, I like shape.
It's okay, we just rest a little bit longer than needed. Right. So going from front squats here.
Let's go back a bit.
Perfect form. A little bit slower on the way down if you can, that's it. Perfect. Well done. Just do a little bit. That's it.
Yes.
Reverse lunges, perfect. 2, 3. Just 5 more. Nice and strong. Romanian deadlifts with the kettlebell here. So remember, back straight.
Yeah.
Keep your... Just pushing at the glutes. Your knees slightly bit more bent when you do it. That's it. Pushing the glutes out. 4.
So one of the things that I've been really conscious of since I got pregnant was what I was eating. And I generally have a very good diet, so I don't worry about food too much, but it's more what I'm eating now in terms of what the baby needs. So lots of protein, vegetables. Hang on, Ruby's looking for attention, I'll be back. So back to what I was saying. So yeah, food has been really important. So I'm trying to eat an awful lot more protein and vegetables, and also coming up with some new things to eat. So tonight I've made like a 1 tray bake, which are so handy. And it was actually Joe Wicks's Instagram that inspired me to start making 1 tray things in the oven, because you literally just put all your vegetables into 1 tray, you cover them in oil and whatever seasoning, you cook them for a bit, then you add the meat, and then you let it cook for another like 30 minutes and you're done. And it's just so easy. Maybe it's good mom preparation as well. But they're so easy to make. So combined with the exercise, my usual exercise routine, because I haven't changed anything about that, and the better food I have been eating, I'm pretty much exactly the same weight. I haven't put on anything, and that's fine for now. And then I know what is normal to put on week by week as I progress through my pregnancy. But I've just become, I guess it's a really good learning really about food, and also just trying to cook new things. And also I've been trying to reduce my food waste. So when I buy lots of vegetables, I need to make sure that they last the whole entire week. And maybe this sounds really simple, but as a couple who are just used to traveling and eating out and doing nice things like that, I don't cook an awful lot. So now I'm just actually really enjoying it more than I ever did. I like cooking certain things and cooking them well, and over time I've perfected the recipes. But this is a whole new adventure really in food for me, to make sure I'm just eating the right things and getting all the vitamins that I need. So, yeah, that's the food update. So I went to a whole day of events and I did not feel sick. It is a Christmas miracle. Isn't that right, Boob? It's a Christmas miracle. Well, it's not really Christmas. It's March, isn't it? Anyway, thank goodness. So the nausea seems to be going. Yes. I'm just doing my makeup. I am going to a couple of events today, which I'm really excited about. So I'm now 13 and well, tomorrow will actually be 14 weeks. So the weeks are kind of like flying by actually, which is amazing really. I still have just a tiny bump, but anyway, hopefully that'll like pop soon. I kind of can't wait for that to happen, because it's just so small now and it's kind of been the same size for a little while. So I'm actually really excited to see how it like just pops out. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be very gradual, but I'm still kind of excited to see that. A lot of my trousers definitely don't fit me anymore, so I need to, at the weekend, go through the things that don't fit me and just put them away until next year or whenever I can wear them again. But I did get a dress for today. Now I promised myself I wouldn't do a lot of shopping this year because I don't really need any clothes, but one thing I was missing was just like a plain cream dress that I could just wear to lots of different things and change up how it looks with, you know, shoes and boots and stuff. So I bought one in Zara, but I bought an extra large just to be on the safe side, because I would typically take anything from a medium to a larger extra large in Zara, because I do find it might fit me everywhere, but then it just literally barely covers my bum. So I got an extra large, and actually there's a little bit of room around the tummy, which is great. So providing my boobs don't get any bigger, my arms don't get any bigger, I should get a little bit of mileage out of this dress. So I'm excited to wear that today. And it's a really nice shape and cut. But that's really all I'm going to get, because everything else I need to, all my money and everything I need to put in towards baby things. I'm still waiting for the results of my Harmony test. I'm getting a little bit nervous about waiting for that. You know when you know something is coming, like results, just that I'm so impatient basically. I hate waiting to find out. I know everything will be okay, but I just like to know for sure. Because it's a really big deal for us, and I just want to know that everything is okay on that test. So hopefully I'll find out soon. It said 7 to 10 days, so we're now on day 8. So fingers crossed. Next week I'm in for bloods and another scan, which is very exciting. I kind of can't believe it was a month since I saw my consultant. Like, it's amazing how time is just disappearing really quickly, and it's March. Wow. The beginning of the year really went quite quickly, although January, there was like 400,000 days in January. Hello, it is week 14 and 3 days. So I'm officially in the second trimester. I was hoping to get my Harmony test results back this week, and I got a phone from the clinic this morning to say my test sample didn't meet quality control, which is really frustrating because I had to wait nearly 2 weeks just to hear that. I was really hoping I'd just get the results back. And so what that means is I have to have a retest, so I'm having that done on Wednesday morning. I also have my next checkup with my consultant on Wednesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon, so pretty much Wednesday's going to be a hospital day. I'm also getting my first set of bloods done as well. So I asked the sonographer, you know, does this happen a lot? And she said it does happen, and there's a variety of reasons why, but it just comes up back to them that it's a quality control issue. So I looked that up. I have to stop looking stuff up because it just doesn't give me any, you know, solace or any kind of relief. But it did kind of, some of the mums forums said that it, you know, can be that they didn't either get enough of the baby's DNA in my blood, or that they got it but they didn't get enough to be able to conclusively give a result, because it's supposed to be 99% accurate, so it obviously didn't meet a threshold. So the sonographer said that it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong, it's just that the sample couldn't give a definitive result, so have to do it all over again. I'm going to ask them, can it be expedited in any way, because this wait is, it's not that it's upsetting, it's just I can't stop worrying. And I guess I'm going to be worried for the next 6 months anyway, every day. That's not going to go away. But at least you get some kind of relief from knowing that there aren't any chromosome issues or any risk of Down syndrome or any other syndrome associated with chromosome anomalies. So, yeah, it's just, I don't really know how I feel today, to be honest. I'm going to go to the gym now and work out, and hopefully that'll kind of give me some release. And I did have some work to do this morning as well, so that was a really nice distraction, and I just have to get on with it and wait it out. But I know, like, waiting on results and stuff is just that it's a horrible time anyway, and we just have to be patient and trust the system, which I do. And I'm going to ask my consultant about it on Wednesday as well, and see. He initially had said to me, like, there was nothing unusual about my scan, everything looked really normal. But I guess this is the next layer of assurance. Now, there are other things I can have done as well, which are just more invasive procedures to check these things. So look, we'll park all of those for now because we just don't know yet. So fingers crossed we get clear results on the next test. I forgot to take my makeup off again. Going to the gym, I always take it off because I just hate sweating through makeup. It makes my skin break out. I need to kind of set myself a reminder to not do that. Anyway, it's just one of those Mondays, and the weather sucks. It's lashing rain, and it's due to get really, really cold this week as well. So I'm gonna stay all wrapped up.